tennis spin. Will you put a spin on your tennis?
Thank you, Alexis, for coming on the show today. Come here, come here, come here. So this is Alexis, right? The reason I have her here today is a lot of people come in to the store and ask me what size tennis rackets are right for their children. So the first thing I do, just to get to know everybody, is I say, what is your name?
Alexis.
So Alexis is here, right? So I say, so how old are you, Alexis?
6.
So Alexis is 6. So the first thing I do, just to simplify things, is I take the racket that actually tells me between 5 years old and 6 years old. So this is how I measure Alexis. So I say, hold out your arm. It doesn't matter which arm. So just like this, I hold the racket and I put it right up against her neck right there, okay? So it's probably cold there. And I look and see where the grip lies. So that is going to be too short for her because the racket is shorter than the length of the arm from the neck. So this is too short. She's outgrown this 21-inch racket already. 21 inches, 5 to 6 years old. So that means she's moving up to the next length now. So we got the 23 inches for the 7 to 8 year old now. Okay, so can you hold out your arm one more time for me? Okay, so we go here, okay, turn around, there we go. So perfect, right there. So what we're looking for is about an inch, no more than 1.5 inches out from the grip. So that's about 1 inch right there. So that's perfect. So Alexis, this is gonna be your racket, okay? This is gonna be your racket for probably, depending on the growth rate, it'll probably between, I would say 9 months to a year, right? 9 months to a year. So when you turn maybe 7.5 or 8, you come back to me and we'll re-measure you to see if you are ready for the next one, which is a 25-inch, right? I know that a lot of parents want to rush them into a longer racket. It actually doesn't benefit them. They're not able to handle it. I mean, unless they're in a like super advanced junior, which usually at this age, there aren't that many out there. I know there are, but I'm just saying. Now let's hold your arm out to me one more time, the other way. There you go. So this one, we're gonna go here again. So this is about, man, this is about 4 or 5 inches past that fingertip. So it's right about there. So that's too long. She would have a hard time on the court with this, unless she chokes up. So that's the other thing. If she holds the racket up here, right, then she negates the length. Then she might be able to handle this racket. So for you parents, I would suggest getting the 23-inch if you're Alexis's size. But if you really, really have to get that 25-inch, just make sure they choke up on it like that. Okay. Now there's also 26-inch. Now these are usually for at least a 10-year-old. At least a 10-year-old. Usually they're strong enough to handle it. It's definitely long enough. Because it's 26 inches, this is only 1 inch shorter than an adult racket, which is 27 inches. Let's grab one of these, not that one. Let's grab one of these. So, right? 1 inch. So you're 1 inch away from an adult racket. That's why a 10-year-old, and then we can get into an adult racket at probably 12 years old. But that's how you measure. The rackets like the 21 inch, they come shorter than this too. And they come in a 19 inch is what they call it. And that's for 5 years and under. So I probably wouldn't put them into that racket until 3 years old. I've seen 17 inch rackets, although I haven't seen them lately, but they used to make 17 inch rackets. So if you really want to give that 2-year-old a racket, 17 inch, 19 inch will work perfectly. All they're gonna do is just drag it on the floor anyways, as I've seen with many, many kids. I hope that helped you figure out what size racket will fit your child. Now I'm gonna turn it back over to Alexis. Take me out, Alexis.
Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where you put our spin on your tennis.